Oh, okay, okay.
So we were keep it to
I'm gonna help you in the corner anyway.
Yes, okay.
So I got
I knew you were gonna, I know, Joe. Yeah.
We're gonna let you go, all right. You don't come back to the gym until Wednesday.
Okay.
Wednesday, you're just gonna work light until we see how things go.
Okay.
Okay? And we're gonna work on it.
Where's that towel at?
You did very well, but with a few little things we gotta smooth out.
We're gonna take a decision, Joe, because the third round, he had all three already.
Well, I felt like he was ready to go after the second, you know?
He was too far ahead. But the fourth round, he was letting the guy.
He was letting the guy steal the round.
Yeah, letting him steal around until he knocked him out. But
Well, see, I was trying to time that right hand from outside, and it wasn't working. So in the fourth round, I figured I'm going to get my breath and just land some good body shots and good head shots. I felt he was ready to go at any time.
He was. But here's the thing, with your right hand, listen to Sonny. You're doing this, watch, man. Watch me.
You let them all know that you were gonna throw a right.
Yeah, that's why he was throwing hooks.
You're out there like this, you crank up, and you throw it, but everybody knew you was throwing it.
Yeah.
The idea of the game is if I'm gonna
Well,
throw
see,
something
I was showing him this, and when I go here, I was waiting for it to see if he's going to block high, if he's going to dump down, and see when I was timing that, I faked this and I landed a couple body shots, and I noticed when I landed that, he stood there and he dropped his hand.
But the best way to show that, and we'll work on it.
So in the fourth round, I was taking a breather. I noticed when I was going to fake that, go to the body, I noticed he was coming down like this. So that's why I figured I'm going to throw that uppercut this way.
Yeah, we can come to remember I was telling you.
And I caught him right here,
Yeah.
and he went down.
Remember what we told you after the first round?
Yeah.
Uppercuts.
Yeah, no.
But if you do this, look. We'll work on it in the gym. Enjoy it.
He did a lot of nice things. He did do some things that I didn't, but he.
Hey, man, how you doing? Good. Thank you.
Here's his first rap, Juwan.
So how did it feel stepping up in the ring and having the lights?
You know what? I was getting nervous before the fight, but once I got in there, it kind of all went away. Kind of felt like some of the nervous butterflies zapped some of my energy.
Right.
But I just kept my composure, and after the second round, when I got hurt, I noticed it was just a matter of time before he was going to fall.
How much of a relief is that when you hit the guy and you know you can hurt him? Does that take away something? Does it calm you down a bit more knowing that you're in control?
Honestly, when I knocked him down, I didn't let it get to me. I kind of shut it all out and just stood focused. That didn't really get to me.
It seemed like you were really, given that it was your first fight, you didn't, once you had him hurt, like you said, you didn't lose it and just kind of go away and get too excited, and you kept your composure, you kicked your shots out. How were you able to do that?
Years and years of hard work. I've been doing it since I was little, so that had a big factor in the fight. A lot of hours, a lot of years. Hard work paid off.
Talk about that uppercut that ended the fight.
Well, I was telling my trainer and my team that I was showing the right, and I noticed when I was faking it, he was leaning in. So I just timed it. I showed him the right. He thought I was coming over. He ducked right into the uppercut. But I noticed he was ducking. And then my corner told me to use the uppercut, so I was just waiting for the right opportunity. I threw it a few times and kind of went through his guard a little bit, but I noticed it was landing.
You caught him with the uppercut, but that one was beautiful.
Well, the jab was busting him up. The jab was busting him up.
And the jab was. You dropped him twice before that. The second drop was a pretty good drop.
Yeah, it was. It's one right over the ear. Yeah.
Then when you guys talk, I'm gonna go get a beer.
So you got hit a couple times. How'd that feel? Does it hurt a little
it
more?
was actually the headbutts. He was leaning in. I caught him once with a headbutt here, caught him once with a headbutt on the nose, and once on the other side with a headbutt.
Right. He leans at his waist.
Huh?
He leans at his waist.
Yeah, and I came in. I caught him once,
short up,
and caught me. I came into his head with my nose and my eyebrows a couple times. That's when I noticed he kept ducking down. So I was faking that, and then I came in with the uppercut. So
I mean, you're a good fighter, man. Why'd you take all that time off?
You know what? Boxing ain't like any other sport. I played them all: football, baseball, hockey, boxing that's the reason why it's one of the #1 competitive sports in the world. It's a lot of hard work. I mean, growing up as a kid, most kids are out there playing baseball and doing, fun sports. This is a man's sport, I felt like I needed some growing up to do, have some time to be a kid, So that's why I took the 4 years off. I did other sports.
So it was basically the 4 years in high school that you took off?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then a couple years out of high school. And
You said you're at the answer right now, right?
yeah.
What is this your first year there, or?
This is actually my second.
Second semester?
Yeah. I'll meet you out there.
Okay, I'll drive in a couple
In terms of
minutes.
school,
Yeah, I'll meet you outside.
might just kind of put school on hold a bit if things go well here, or?
School's actually my #1 priority. But boxing's always been good for me.
Right.
Kept me out of trouble, kept me disciplined, taught me a lot of good lessons
Right.
that I can apply to everyday life. Here, I'll take that. That's
Do you have any idea where you want to transfer to after the answer?
maybe state, Santa Clara University. We'll just see how it goes.
So you're 22 now?
Yeah, January 1st I turned out.
And so after 2 years after.
Correct. #1 right here. That's it. Go ahead and sing that song to me.
Keep on keeping on. You're gonna be a champion. A champion.
A champion,
What did you
that's
do?
right.
You block with the left, strike with the right. That's the way he won that fight.
That's right. Nice.
All right. Guadalupe, it was just a matter of time. It was just a matter of time.
Get the order. Was.
When you got back into boxing?
About 2 years ago.
About 2 years ago?
Excuse me, whose camera is that?
I have no idea. It's not mine.
God, it's hell of a place to put one, somebody will come in and walk off.
That's 2 years ago. And how many amateur fights do you have since you came back like 2 years ago?
I believe 20. How many did I have?
Yeah.
4, I think.
4,
I believe.
Is there a number that I can reach you at?
I have my cell phone number, my house number.
Okay.
Either one.
Alright.
408
Uh-huh.
639
Uh-huh.
8937.
8937. Home.
That's my cell. My phone number is 408
Uh-huh.
776
Uh-huh.
7688, I believe. It's a new number, so
Okay.
not too sure.
Is that fight over already?
Yeah, looks like it.
Yeah.
Um,
Now you're starting a trend in this room.
Do you have any idea when you're going to be fighting next?
you know what? It's a 7866.
7866.
Yeah. You know what? I got a lot of things to work on at the gym. So as soon as I tighten up a couple of loose ends, that's when I'll be ready for my next fight.
How exhilarating is it to hear the crowd go like the way they did when you scored that knockout?
You know what? To be honest with you, every fight since I was little, if I think about it, I remember the crowd, roaring and everything, but honestly, it was silent. It's all silent. It just gets all shut out. For me, that is.
When you hit him, did you know the fight was over?
The last shot, yeah, I knew that last shot was he wasn't gonna get up. Actually, I think it was in the second or the third when I dropped him. I didn't think he was gonna get up, and I thought when he did, he wasn't gonna be that collected. But he did a good job. He had, he's 5-0, so
Right.
I knew he knew what he was doing.
You pretty happy with the way things went tonight?
I'm probably my worst critic, but I think I could have did a lot better.